Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Magical Jill and today I'm doing a little bit of a different style video that I don't usually do because I wanted to talk about something that I thought was really interesting and I wanted to talk about it with my husband.
Hello, I am the husband.
Hello,
and
husband.
not a paid actor.
Hello, husband and not paid actor.
Hello.
I totally did not hypnotize you into making me your wife or anything.
Hello.
So, something that I wanted to talk about that I found out recently is something that I don't normally cover because I don't usually talk about, like, tons of video game stuff on here. I usually talk about toy stuff.
Although that's going to change a little bit because you do want to talk about some video game stuff and some...
That has to do with some toys, actually.
Yeah, and just ones that you enjoy that you don't think fit on my or other channels.
But something I wanted to talk about is we have been playing this new game called Gotham Knights lately, and for the crowd that watches my videos, some of you may not know what Gotham Knights even is. It's a Batman-themed game where you're playing as some of his sidekicks. And one of those sidekicks is a girl named Batgirl, aka Barbara Gordon. And something that I thought was really awesome is the person that plays Barbie in the new continuity for like Dreamhouse Adventures and all the new Barbie movies. Yeah, her. She's playing Barbara Gordon in that game, like the voice actress. They're the same person.
It's the Barbara-Barbie connection.
And it made me really happy and excited because I started going into this game and there was a lot of controversy around it. And at first I didn't think it was very interesting because I thought that the game was a little bit laggy. And then I started to realize, hey, this girl's voice sounds really familiar, and I really like her in particular. And I couldn't place my finger on it, and then I figured out it was Barbie. I was playing as Barbie this whole time.
Yeah, America Young, the voice actress and just general actress, plays both. And, you know, she also plays her, like you said, in some of the movies. Like, I was looking at Big City, Big Dreams, for example, she plays. And... worth noting here, even though it's not really the focus of this, she also plays Toralei Stripe in a bunch of the older Monster High movies.
Yeah, like Haunted and 13 Wishes.
And 13 Wishes and Boo York.
Yeah.
And she plays Howleen Wolf in a couple of them as well. Not as many, but a couple of them. It's
really awesome. She's an amazing voice actress, and I really love her. And one of the things that reinvigorated my enjoyment of the game, I mean, after they updated it to make it a lot less laggy, was Barbara Gordon and being played by America Young and the charm that she has in her voice and just feeling like I'm playing as Barbie a lot of the times in the game, because one thing that I really enjoy is Barbara Gordon and Barbie actually have very similar personalities, and you wouldn't think that just by looking at them, but here's the thing, they're both very independent, they both want to do good, you know, they're both problem solvers and critical thinkers.
One uses their fists, the other uses their vlogs, I suppose.
That's true. But they both kind of just solve things in their own sort of way. There's a lot of Barbie movies in particular where Barbie will come up with ideas in her head in order to fix a solution. And Barbara Gordon does a lot of hacking stuff and is very intelligent, just like Barbie is. And I find those things really awesome. And even Barbie in some continuities is an inventor.
Some things I really liked about this too, well, one of the main things was that it really shows America Young's range. Because yeah, sure, there are some similar core concepts behind the characters, but also at their heart and even on a surface level, they're very different too, you know, very obviously. Although they technically both have the name Barbara.
That's true, which I think is fun.
Barbie's full name is Barbara
Millicent
Roberts, yeah.
Yes.
I messed up the last one.
That's okay. You're
Sorry.
more of a Monster High fan at the moment.
Well, I was trying to get a word in here because we had like the Barbie behemoth here rolling down the aisle with everything to say.
I love Barbie so much. She is one of my favorite people in the whole world.
Well, you want to make some more Barbie doll reviews as well because, you know, we've done a lot of Monster High because Monster High, well, Rainbow High is so available. Rainbow High is everywhere.
And I love those dolls.
And yeah, we do love them. And there's a section in our office with those, and same with Monster High, but Monster High, it's like we kind of need to scoop them up when they're available or they're just gone.
But Barbie is my first love. She has always been the doll that I went to when I was a kid. She was always the one I played with. And when I was a kid, I didn't have very many friends, so my dolls were my friends, in particular Barbie.
And I remember watching Dreamhouse Adventures with you. We actually still occasionally watch it. And I really like that continuity of Barbie actually more than a lot of the classic stuff, which I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah,
unpopular. It's terrible.
Unpopular opinion. I think the new continuity with all the new movies, with Barbie and Brooklyn, I think that continuity
and Renee
is more interesting and better than the old one. However, I still love the old Barbie movies, and I love the old voice actress, but I think America Young does a better job, and I think that the new continuity is just all around better and has a lot less plot holes.
I think that with America Young, too, kind of seeing that range where she can go from a vlogger, older teenager. I think she was like 16 or 17 in the show, kind of getting closer to 18.
I think she might be more like 20, just because there's an episode where she becomes the president.
I'm the mayor? How did that happen?
Oh. Well, if you become the president, you have to be like 35 anyway, though.
Well, I guess that's true.
So
I just assumed she was over 18.
Well, maybe it's different in her timeline.
That's true.
I don't know. Renee looks over 18, but I try and rein my comments in on this channel in particular.
That's true.
Because I know your age range is very broad, from young to old, but I try and keep a PG for me.
However, they all look like adults. All of Barbie's friends and Barbie herself look like adults, aside from her younger sisters.
So I can go on about my crush on Renee?
Yes.
Renee's my favorite.
Renee's one of my favorites, too.
I love Renee. Renee and Barbie are tied.
She's very cute.
Renee needs her own show.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, no, I think it's really cool because to see that range between hardened vigilante, who, by the way, let's add in here real quick without big spoilers, in this video game, her father died. Her father was the chief of police. He died. Then her mentor died. A pretty bad death.
Yeah.
And they found him, they found Batman. I mean, it's at the very beginning in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And he's gone. And so basically, she has to step up along with some of these other heroes and kind of take over that role. And my point that I'm getting to is to kind of see a character plagued by tragedy, and also that plays into some of the lessons from Barbie. Like, for example, Barbie is very much about how anyone can exist and do what they want to do in life.
And do anything and overcome adversity.
Yeah, and a big example of that is able-bodiedness versus, disabilities. And that's something that I always thought was really cool as somebody who has like a minor disability, because I have very bad chronic pain. Like, I can still move everything. It technically isn't bad enough to fully count to get money or anything like that.
Which it should be, because you couldn't do a normal job, in my opinion.
Yeah, I got problems. But something I really like about Barbie is that there are all kinds of dolls who, like, they're in a wheelchair, but they'll play sports.
Yeah.
Or, like, they need a crutch, but they'll do, like, a job. And stuff like that.
Or they have a prosthetic leg.
And something cool about Barbara Gordon in this game is that she went through a tragedy in her own life that almost paralyzed her, or did kind of paralyze her, that she ended up overcoming. You can even see her back brace under her sweatshirt/shirt in the game.
Yeah, she has a back brace that she supposedly kind of reinvented part of to help her walk better. That I saw a little bit of that lore online, because I haven't gotten super far into the game yet. But I found that really interesting, because Barbie would probably do the same exact thing. She likes to fiddle with things and make them better and reinvent things.
Well, and what I thought was cool was that, in a way, that character of Barbara Gordon kind of carries over some of the heart, soul, and lessons of the especially newer Barbie continuity.
This is the crossover that I've been wanting for a long time. Barbara Gordon and Barbie are two of my favorite characters of all time. I love both of them because they have those similarities, and because they are so much about overcoming your adversities, and that you can be who you want to be no matter what happens to you. Because, like, think about it. Barbie has been through a lot. You wouldn't think that Barbie has been through a lot, but she has literally been, like, sucked into a whirlpool and almost killed. She has been locked in a tower and been forced to, like, almost starve to death at points. Like,
in the Dreamhouse continuity?
Not in the Dreamhouse continuity, but in Rapunzel, there was a villain who...
Okay, well, come on now. You're getting into, like, way too much multiverse of madness Barbie level stuff. You gotta talk about the Dreamhouse continuity.
In the Dreamhouse continuity, there haven't been any extreme villains
Well, what about
yet.
when her internet went out one time and she couldn't upload her vlog? That's pretty bad.
That's true. That was pretty bad. There haven't been extreme villains yet, but in the older movies, there were some pretty extreme villains. One of them even turned her friend against her.
Now, to be fair, though, most of the... I thought the whole thing with that continuity was that Barbie was an actress and those were movies.
I guess that's true. Yeah, that was a part of the lore. But anyway, we're getting a little bit...
So see, I know the lore better than you.
We're getting a little bit too far.
The turntables.
I'm saying that Barbie overcame a lot of adversity, and so did Batgirl. And I really like that they kind of melded together in a way, and America Young brought them together, and when I play this game, I feel like I'm playing as Barbie.
I also like that America Young got to do a high-profile thing. Now, this is not to be mean to Barbie, but you gotta admit, there is a difference in the profile and exposure levels of Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures, a Netflix, straight to Netflix show, which definitely gets views and stuff.
Which should be on Blu-ray instead of just DVD.
I agree, and isn't promoted that much, right?
Should be promoted more.
Right, and a AAA game that, is now making headlines and stuff.
That's put out by a huge company.
Right, and I think that a sad thing with America Young is that since Margot Robbie has stepped in to play Barbie, which no hate to her, we're very excited for that movie, both of us, she's had the headlines for Barbie. Like, nobody is writing America Young Barbie. Even though I think she's probably the best voice actress to have ever graced that character.
I completely agree, and that is an unpopular opinion. And a lot of people didn't like her voice acting for Batgirl just because they wanted to hate on the video game. But when you really get into it, she is the perfect Batgirl in my opinion, and I want her to reprise that role. I don't care if it's in the same continuity of Gotham Knights or not. I want them to have her again playing Batgirl in some TV show, some video game or something, because I think that she does an amazing job.
And it makes me happy that she's actually getting some attention.
Yeah.
Obviously she has won some awards, she has done things obviously that matter, and she's done good work, so I'm not saying she's an unknown person, but I think it's cool to kind of see her getting top billing or near top billing on a very big project, and to kind of see those similarities in character like you said. I don't know if you have anything more you want to say, not to wrap up your video for you, but I'm pretty much tapping out unless you have more you want me to talk about.
I mostly just wanted to say that, something to add on to what you're saying is like America Young isn't a Tara Strong or a Grey Delisle in terms of everybody knows who that is.
Right.
If you play a lot of video games and you watch a lot of TV shows. So I'm really excited to kind of see her possibly become someone like that and maybe hear her voice more, because every time I hear her voice, I'm going to be reminded of one of my favorite characters. And that just puts a smile on my face. Just like when I hear Grey Delisle's voice in anything, I always think of Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender, and that's one of my favorite shows. And it always puts a smile on my face, and I like seeing people succeed, I suppose, because I think it makes the quality of a lot of things better.
Seeing cool people succeed is nice, instead of just jerks.
Yeah.
So anyway, let us know what you think in Jill's comments down below.
Yay, my comments!
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Jill's channel is growing quite a bit, and we love you guys very, very much and appreciate you.
I did want to say before we leave, I haven't posted in a couple of weeks because I had wisdom teeth surgery, and I think I mentioned that a little bit in one of the videos I'm going to be posting soon.
Don't worry, we're not showing the teeth.
We aren't showing the teeth. If you want to see the teeth, comment, and I might show them in another video.
No. Just maybe look on Jill's Twitter.
Yes, but anyway, they were huge. So I had wisdom teeth surgery, and I was in a lot of pain, and I was on narcotics for a while. So I'm finally back to 100%, feeling a lot better, and I'm excited to make more videos. So I hope you guys stick around and subscribe and check out my website.
Yes, Enchanted Glamour, tell us what you do over there. Wait a minute, precognition, I think there is beautiful jewelry and also perhaps resin pieces that are both 100% original and using repurposed comic book pages. That's just my Charles Xavier precognition coming in.
So, since we were talking about Barbie and Barbara Gordon, I wanted to mention that I do not only comic books, but sometimes I will take boxes from dolls and stuff and cut out pictures from them and recycle them into my resin to make cool coasters with cool pictures of art on them, and I sell them on my website. They're all one-of-a-kind pieces. And I also make really awesome jewelry that a lot of times is inspired by Barbie, because I love the color pink and I love her so much that she tends to inspire a lot of my work. So if you're interested in checking any of that out, I would love if you went to enchantedglamour.com. It will be in the description, and I'll write out how it's spelled right here so you can go to it easy. And it has a lot of really awesome stuff on it that you should definitely check out before it all goes away, because I am hoping that some more of my one-of-a-kind pieces sell pretty soon. Some of them already have, and they're going to be gone forever. So that's pretty exciting, and I hope you all really enjoyed listening to me talk about how much I love Barbie and Barbara Gordon. Because there's 2 Barbaras in my life, and I love both of them.
I love it. I love the connection. I think it's really cool, and, I think it kind of comes full circle. It's interesting that Batman is something that really kicked off my channels and got me noticed on this platform.
And now it's kind of connecting here.
Yeah, to stuff that you really love.
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously love Batman and all those characters too, but it's really cool to kind of see it kind of play into another big interest of yours. I really like Barbie a lot, especially the new continuity, much more than the old one personally, just because I didn't grow up with the old one. However, I really like Barbie. Monster High is like my thing when it comes to all this stuff. Like, I'm obsessed with Monster High. But I love Barbie. I think it's cool, and it was really cool to see how excited you were and how much you lit up. And I hope people check out your website, because it's amazing, fantastic stuff. You know what I always say? It's kind of like, it's like the America Young conundrum that I was talking about. Over time, good stuff that you make is going to get noticed. So I hope people will check that out.
I
and
sure
thank
hope
you
so.
for having me here. I appreciate it.
Thank you for being my special guest.
It's going to be a long commute back home. I have to head over one room in order to get out of here.
It's not even one room. You just have to roll over to the computer 2 feet away.
We got to go. Have a nice day, everyone. Like and
Bye.
subscribe.